Going on to you, Virgo. So you have the Queen of Swords, the Four of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the World, the Six of Pentacles, the Devil. Then you have Ace of Swords, Four of Wands, Six of Wands, okay, the Hermit. The Hermit is Virgo. So you guys definitely did show up in your own reading. Congratulations. So for you Virgos, right? For a lot of you Virgos, a lot of the things that existed in the past, particularly that pain and that strife that a lot of you Virgos have went through with past so-called significant other, it's over. It's done. A lot of you Virgos are done with those types of people, right? That's a part of your life that you don't, that's a part of your life that you really don't have to worry too much about. The Queen of Swords represents how, because a lot of you Virgos are very much so ready for it. We all know how prepared us as Virgos have to be, because love being probably our most difficult area in our life, thus the sadomasochism, right? The push-pull relationships, right? The dysfunctional relationships. We've had to really adapt, because I am a Virgo myself. We've had to really adapt and learn that, you know, just because a person says that they love us, or they may not even necessarily say that they love us, but they come off that way at first. That's us filling in the blanks. That was us filling in the blanks. We assumed that just because they hanging out with us, talking to us around, that those people wouldn't cross certain boundaries. But they did. And the Queen of Swords represents, Queen of Swords and the Four of Swords really does represent how, as you like if you see like a funeral, right? The funeral, what is transitioning from one life to the afterlife is the presumptions and the assumptions that us as Virgos used to make about trying to assume that every time we engage with somebody, they're supposed to respect us and have our back. So now we're prepared for anything. And the Three of Pentacles represents just that, right? So we now have way more peace, because we don't have to deal with the external dysfunction, right? Of constantly having to deal with people who sometimes they act like they're helpless. Sometimes they act like they're stupid. They don't want to mentally do any of the heavy lifting. We got to essentially do everything. A lot of us Virgos are now becoming out of that. We're now getting out of that, right? And what I mean by that is we are dealing with that and we put that to sleep. We're like, okay, we're done with that now. So now a lot of us Virgos are in a position where, as I said before, we're done. So we have way more solidarity, way more internal peace, way more inner peace, way more, because now we're in a position, now we're in a position where us as Virgos, we get to do whatever it is that we want to do. And we don't, like I said, we don't have to have this burden on us of having to impress people, and people hang out with us, but they hanging out with us, but they don't like us, but they're wasting their time hanging out with us. And then they're trying to flip it like they felt bad for you, but you didn't ask them to do any of that. You had a life before them, and they have to run this game like they're so powerful. Like it was always a mess. It was always some of that. And the thing about it is that us as Virgos, we're in a position right now where, because of it, we understand, like, we can talk to whomever it is that we want to talk to, right? And whoever's available to us, and whoever it is that, it is a very good candidate, we're going to essentially go with those people if that's something that we want to do. But this ideology that you have to be in a relationship, otherwise you're a loser, you're a bum, this social peer pressure of like, if you don't get yourself into a relationship, that you're a freaking bum, and that you're worthless, and that you're evil people, and nothing and no one will ever like you. It's like that ideology has been broken, because now a lot of us Virgos realize, look, y'all, like, the best thing about it is to keep a bird's eye view. Be the best people that you can be. Be fair, be upright, be integral, have purpose, have value, show other people respect. But at the same time, when you try to speak to people, if people don't want to hang out with you, freak them, forget it. There's no point in trying to force people, and you can't force people to be in a relationship with you at all. But this idea of people flipping a script because they just got you so caught up, and look at you, and you're the stupid ones. Yeah, a lot of, like I said before, a lot of that stuff for you Virgos, a lot of that stuff is played out, yo. A lot of that stuff really is played out. The Six of Pentacles represents you Virgos understanding that, you know, because there's no shame in it. There's no shame. There's no shame in, and this is something that I had to learn myself. What got me upset, especially with this last Cancer crab, what got me upset with this one is it's not even really about this person. What it was about is all this intelligence that Virgos have. And it's like, I didn't see that, you know? And again, it's the flaw of not knowing everything. No one knows everything. The flaw of not knowing everything. How do you balance out giving someone who was once broken a chance, and balance that out with seeing when someone is about to betray you? So it's like, so the thing about it is that the Six of Pentacles, a lot of you have to realize that there is no shame. There is none of that. There's no universe in which you tried your best to get with people, be understood, create a family, create a strong bond with somebody, but they were so caught up with the stupid stuff and the delusion and the mental illness that they couldn't get off of their stupidity for 1 second. So the devil now represents, the devil and the Ace of Swords now represents, and this used to, the devil is that this, and the Ace of Swords, this used to get you caught off guard, because a lot of you Virgos have, especially when you're young, you teenage years, a lot of you Virgos and Capricorns, because Capricorns have this same problem too. A lot of Virgos and Capricorns have so much restrictions, right? So you can't, it's almost like you can't even breathe without people's permission. And that's the same way that it was, right? This idea that, you know, people go so hard on you. They went so hard on you, Virgos, right? The idea that you were supposed to know that they were going to play you. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you're a teenager and you lack the experience to know that people who are playing that game don't really have a bottom of how low they will go. The idea that people are coming with the delusion of, you're supposed to know that I'm gonna play you. You're supposed to know that we in the game. It's like, you didn't know that. So the devil represents the restrictions that you once felt, and the Ace of Swords represents like putting down that it represents you Virgos not trying to engage with those people, not trying to actually like give these people life, give these people purpose by constantly going back and forth, bickering and arguing with them. You know, if you want to be stupid, be stupid. You know what I mean? Like all of this talking about talking about how you look, talking about this, talking about that, talking about whatever, talking about your teeth, talking about, how you Virgos look, and all this other stuff is irrelevant now. So the Four of Wands really does represent how, because you have your internal peace, and a lot of you Virgos know exactly what it is that you're going after. So the Six of Wands and the Hermit is about how a lot of you Virgos want to strike out on your own, and you have. And what I mean by that is to not date for a while, for a long while, because not saying that you've totally closed the door, but really enjoy your singlehood as opposed to looking for a person, talking to a lot of people, but a lot of those people don't necessarily add up. They don't really do the relationship part of your life really any kind of justice. Right? The hermit, right? Going into your own cave, so to speak, for self-development. Right? That idea that you're going to take, you're taking a long break, a good break from dating for a while, some of you, to really develop and become someone new. The face will be technically the same, of course, unless you go get surgery, but the face will be the same. But stepping into that cave to become someone new, someone better. And let's clarify some of these cards now. So let's clarify the world. Let's clarify the world. The Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Emperor, and then you have the Six of Cups. To clarify the world. This, obviously, you already know the Six of Cups. This makes you very attractive to the people that you used to once see as a romantic partner or a potential romantic partner. They're trying to come back. But the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands representing them, they are going to have a very difficult time even when they do come back with you, because the Four of Pentacles is you being stable and very much so fixated in your decisions and not letting people that you used to date, that you already have a track record and history with, to get you to come back, because there's no freaking point. There is no point whatsoever in it. You have, again, the Emperor. You know, it's almost like Kang the Conqueror. It's like, what are we in this timeline for? Like, you've been hung out with that. You stepped into the timeline. You hung out with them. It didn't work out. Right now, they're trying to redo the timeline. They're trying to go. They're trying to be, they're trying to go back in time and redo the timeline. And you Virgos, like, a lot of you Virgos are having to ask yourselves, what are you doing going back in the timeline for? What is the point of this person, Six of Cups, even choosing to bring their goofy behind back here, call themselves trying to recreate that timeline again, right? Those what is time? Sequence of events. Why are they trying to recreate events that has already happened, that is tried, tested, and it's true? You know it doesn't work. For some odd reason, regardless of whatever it is, you and this person don't work. But here their goofy behind comes. The people that you used to deal with romantically, or you could have saw a romantic interest in, but who betrayed you, or the two of you didn't work, now all of a sudden, here they come again. So a lot of you Virgos don't understand what's the point, and what is the point of doing something that is freaking redundant, because that's exactly what it is. It is quite literally redundant. It's stupid. What would be the point? It's obsolete, right? So let's clarify the Hermit now. A lot of people don't like that. Let's clarify the Hermit. So to clarify the Hermit, we have the Six of Wands, Six of Wands, Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Now that you Virgos have gone in your cave, because a hermit in some tarot decks is a person, well, in all of the tarot decks, but sometimes it shows the picture of the cave that the Virgo or the hermit actually is in. But the hermits, most of the time, they live in a cave. So it's like your own cave, your own place, your own residence, isolating yourself and becoming the recluse, right? Because that's what Virgo is about. And Aquarius is about. Aquarius and Virgo can become recluse. And what I mean by that is like feral, like out of touch with human interactions and human encountering it. So the Two of Wands, so the thing about it is that the Six of Wands and the Two of Wands is about how, again, people don't know what to do with you. You know, people don't really know what to do with you at this point. Because the Two of Wands, to piggyback off of the Six of Cups, right, is about how, again, people who once had you, who lost you because they wouldn't respect you before, they don't know how to get in touch with you. But the Two of Wands, here they are looking over, thinking about you, right? Thinking about. Some of them, you may even see some of them around that you used to talk to, or you may have talked to, or you thought of them as in high regard, right? High respect. But then you realize through experience that you couldn't. But here they are trying to find out what you got going on, thinking what you got going on, wondering it, right? And then the thing is that the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles represents, but you don't care, because a lot of you Virgos are going to go right back to being the recluse again, right? Like, unless it's truly important, family, you know, a job to do, some sort of purpose or something like this, money or your health or something like this, which you should be dealing with your health anyway. But unless it's some sort of important interaction, what's the point of, like, why would they see you? You know, like, why would they see you? A lot of you Virgos just don't see the point in going out needlessly. A lot of people sometimes can go outside needlessly. They don't really have a purpose to go outside, but like, or to try to go out into society, quote unquote, right? Or in their neighborhoods, but they don't have any purpose. Like, I know in Aquarius, well, I don't hang out with the person anymore, but because there was the Aquarius that I had liked that I actually was talking about. She would like come outside and just step out onto the block and just look around, even when she doesn't have purpose to come outside, no money in her pocket. And I'm like, well, this is the point that I'm trying to make here. You know, so a lot of you Virgos just don't see, like I said, the purpose in that anymore. And the people that had their chance to really talk to you, they could have been a part of, again, they could have been a part of that Nine of Pentacles where it's so abundant. You've got so much things going on, but you're keeping quiet about it. But only the people that are actually close to you and see you often know what it is that you've got going on. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers. I would have said by June, but June is pretty much about to be done. It's the end of June. But as of right now, we have 8,850 subscribers. Really appreciate it. Okay. And also to come through and get my services, right? So I can most definitely keep the show going. Would really appreciate it. Okay. If you could, like I said before, there would be no you if there was not me. Also too, there's a link in the comment section called the link tree. Click on it. It will take you to a website in which it has my social media outlets, from my Instagram page, my Teespring store, right? Get some of my clothing and stuff like this. I'm going to get some more hoodies. I'm going to also make some more shirts and different shirts and hoodies, different ones. I got some crazy designs coming up, okay? Also, too, the books that I have that are on Amazon. And if you'd like to get a personal reading, right, a tarot reading or a birth chart reading from me, then you can feel free to contact me at Kareemspiritworks at yahoo.com, or you can go straight to the website where it says for private tarot readings on my link tree. Peace.